Hi, I'm WanderingNewbie. Time for Record Keeper. A weird midweek, last-minute stream because life has been hectic. Things have happened. And I just have not had a chance to sit down and do a proper Record Keeper stream in a bit, and now I'm way behind on events. So, midweek stream for these two. Big long stream on Sunday for these and whatever is dropping this week. But yeah. Oh, piss. I did that, didn't I? Oh, no! I finally did it. I was putting shit together last night, and I was not paying attention at all. And I did not save my party. It's fine. We can fix this. Fine, I didn't actually listen to this music at all. The song actually kind of whips. Oh, I'm such a fool. I can't believe I did this. I can't remember the last time that I just straight up forgot to save a party after going through the trouble of making it. What is this? Is this the normal song but in Latin? I legitimately cannot tell. It does sort of sound like nonsensical Latin chanting. It usually just has instrumentals, yes, with like the sort of like male vocal singing in the background, like throat singing, for lack of a better term. Oh, that's not gonna work. Hold up, for what I intend to do. There we go. You're fine. Damning Flame is fine. Just gotta switch that to Warring Flame. And you're fine. Okay. Make sure we remove these. Cannot believe how much of a dingus I am. Swear I had all these parties set up. Oh my god, I feel like such an idiot. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Alright. The deed is done. Get my faithful companion out here. Alright, where was I? We need a Hyper Mighty. Luckily, I'm fairly sure I saved all the other parties. If not, damn. You ever fuck up that bad? What the fuck is the name of this event again? Bro. What? Huh. What's happening? Checking a couple things out real quick. Bear with me. Let's see. Less than good. I did actually punch through Twintania. If you missed it, it was off screen. Upload to YouTube. Alright, Prometheus is. As far as I could tell from, analyzing stuff, it is a group of physical AoE attackers and not really too much more going on. But I guess we will see that as they go. They do have some buffs, as you saw right there, an attack buff. So if you are trying to wheel and deal this one, do bring your flat debuffing, or don't care. Just punch through their big moves. Also come with they come with a lot of fire damage. So you have the accessories for it. Equip yourself with fire resistance. I believe that thing is an attack buff. Let's just see real quick. Yeah, briefly raises attack. Just wanted to make sure of that one. based on the way that they're using it, it seems to be a HP threshold based attack. They're also all weak to electricity, so utilize that as you see fit. But yeah, if you go about it a smart way, it's not really too rough. The boys. And there's really nothing to change. There's really gotta break down some crystals. Gonna have to organize some items pretty soon. There we go. Interesting, I seem to be dropping a couple frames. Ah, frustrating. So these two dinguses. Really the most notable thing about what they do is everything pierces across the board. So there's not a whole lot you can do to mitigate it buff wise, but a proper team of debuffs, or a team of proper debuffs I should say, will make the fight go fairly smoothly. The only other thing to note is that they have no weaknesses, if anything substantial, so you can really just go at them with anything you have. Aside from that, it's just a brawl. They may have a gravity attack or two. Also, that's right. I believe in my original setup, I didn't actually have Ace here because that's a thing worth mentioning. Both bosses start with a paling up. They are immune to magic damage. And I think we're actually busting these down fast enough that that's not going to matter. Like, I don't think there's ever going to be a moment where Ace can hit either of these bosses. I'm not actually sure how... Oh, there you go. It's like 5 turns. Maybe the paling is shared. That'd be neat. No. Well, Ace exists in this fight. Ace is going to swing with his melee because he's not going to be doing much else other than that. The haste in this fight, I am 90% sure is entirely fake. They do not get really any benefit from it. An interesting thing in an ultimate double plus, I actually have to keep up the healing on. And an ultimate double plus where our buffs actually run out. Well, at least there's a job for Ace to do. The frames, though. Frames are really going crazy. It's just streaming midday, a bad idea. Who knows? But nonetheless, I am on a time limit, so I need to push forward either way. And so I shall. And then they did. You know what? Mont Blanc there has the wrong ability that is supposed to be Volt Tech, and he has instead Chain Blizzage. Let's fix that real quick. There we go. And also, just gonna throw that out there. Now, treating this fight the proper way, in that it is a multi-target fight with summons and AoEs, will just go to show how quickly it falls apart. Also, you know, back row team, also protect, also list continues of precautions taken against a fight of many targets. Weak to lightning. Though they do hit fairly hard, all things considered. Can't completely disregard that. You can kind of disregard it, but when you start taking them out and stay on top of your healing, it should be fun. Yeah, and now we're seeing just how much you can dampen their damage with a proper party setup. A further level to this that I didn't realize because I wasn't really utilizing them is because they're hitting you AoE more often than not, you do build an excess of meter in this fight. Alright, and this time, the biggie. Hope everybody is having a good week, though. In this downtime, I would like to apologize again. I have no idea what's happening with my internet right now, but I will probably call my ISP as soon as I get off the stream after doing a test or two. Frames are dropping like crazy, and it is, in fact, a bit unreasonable. There's one move I know I need to look out for a harder version of this. Let me just check this real quick. Reinforcing data. That's the big move. Sorry, I'm thinking. You know what? It might be Twitch. I should maybe hold off before calling the ISP. You're not wrong. I should do internet tests afterwards first, though. Hold up, yeah, thank you for that. How's my cat doing? Pretty alright. A little bit too rambunctious at times, but he's getting along fine. Alright. Yes. So, a reminder, everything about this fight is hearsay. So you're probably going to get hit pretty hard unless you go very heavy into debuffs. Yeah, that's a good point. I did immediately go to, my ISP is doing something wrong, instead of considering the fact that actually Twitch was working none right before I went live. However, the unfortunate thing for this boss is it seems that it just does not have the health to deal with what I'm doing. The immediate blame of the ISP is just force of habit after the amount of bullshit that I have been through. You know what? And I hate to point, like, say it this way because it feels like I'm pointing the blame as in, this is all their fault, but Summer Games Done Quick is going on. I wouldn't be surprised if the servers are a bit overloaded. GDQ has 66,000 viewers. Yeah, that sounds about right. Again, this is extremely a thing of, I will check my own connection stuff once the everything is done. Which dude's USB? Just who? I guess I should say, what does it do? There's one that buffs resistance and one that has a chaser, and that's the main thing I remember about the two of them. Okay, you got the chaser. Yeah, it was pretty alright. Gives her a nice supporting role. So this guy does have, like, a defensive buff. Like, 2 defensive buffs, actually. We didn't see them in either fight. One is a flat defense buff, and the other one is a defense resistance buff, and the fact that he does protecting shell. I was like, wait a minute, it's not defensive resistance. Inspire, though. What the fuck is Inspire? It's I think he also has, yeah, he has an attack and magic buff. Flat. Shame about that. Okay, let's get a real party in there, though. You know, I was gonna grab Divine Veil. Then I remembered. There's no reason to grab Divine Veil. But you know what I do need is character stats. But yeah, Cat's been pretty alright. He is getting into a couple things that I am trying to teach him is not alright to do. I have a lamp with a, I don't want to say paper, because I don't know if that's the right descriptor. Like, you know, a lampshade that's a bit harder. It's almost like a fabric sort of material. But anyway, the long and short of it is, at night he'll sometimes go over and bite the lampshade and have to be like, what the hell are you doing? Stop it. Except with more of a raising my voice as best as I can without waking up my neighbors. So that's the other concern of, a good way to deal with this behavior in a cat is to raise your voice. But also, there are definitely things that he just does because, you know, he's a kitten and he is just trying to get my attention. Which he will grow out of. I just have to learn to deal with it until he gets to the point that he has grown out of it. It's just how it boils down to. Well, that's a free spender on sync. Thankfully, when being able to bring whatever the fuck they want to a fight, my Type 0 team is pretty alright. I've gotten to the point where I have enough damage dealers, I have a party-wide buff of some sort, so just being able to bring another buff kind of solves a lot of my problems. The main thing is that, man, Type 0 really does not have a good debuffer yet. Or ever will, because that is out of the meta. They will make somebody a dancer. Maybe Deuce is a dancer. Deuce is also the only main healer. Actually, Deuce isn't a dancer, she's Bard. I think this realm just doesn't have a dancer. Caster debuffs with her glint and her USB. Yeah. Like, they have a smattering of debuffers, but nobody whose main job is to be dancer. Which at this point, if you aren't a dancer, you're not debuffing correctly. I did not catch if she got double stacks last time, so she can utilize everything. I don't want to end this with Cater. Yeah, there's an indicator for heavy stacks. It's just the worst thing in the game. Alright, who's ready to get completely unnecessary? Very good. All right, that's one event down. Get this done, the banner review done, and we'll call that a stream. Hello, Waza. Which one of these is caduceus? Look. I decided on a call out that at the time I thought would be funny as shit. Because I knew that Ty and his gang do stupid things for call outs. So I was like, alright, I'm gonna do a big brain call out. They all started laughing so hard that I was like, alright, I either was spot on or I said the wrong thing. And they all know what I meant. But as an aside, if you haven't yet, you should watch the compilation video of Saturday's stream or Saturday's raid in Destiny 2 that Turbo C put up. Emily linked it or retweeted it, linked it on Twitter, and I put it in the Discord. Anywho. So this guy, Varja. Varja has one significant and major gimmick. Everything it does is gravity based. So I hope you have multiple ways to do big AoE healing, because that's the only way to deal with what he does. It's going to hit you hard, it's going to hit you across your entire party. And there's nothing you can do to mitigate it. What was my follow-up here? Right. Debuff him to get human elemented. You can start swinging in. You're healing and you are also healing, but healing with a buff. Well, try this again. I was slightly slow on a lot of my draws there. Bolts. This, that. AoE. You just need that Medica to go off. Really, the hardest thing about this fight is staying on top of that gravity damage. It's a bit more of a complication than you would think it is. Oh, cool. That's why that wasn't a problem in my testing. That's random. And I'm gonna have Bartz do this. Because my healers need to keep healing. That is not a question. War Dance, if I remember right, aside from being an attack buff, is also like a weirdly potent heal. Or I'm wrong. There are, thankfully, some moves that this boss does do because they are max HP attacks that are pretty weak gravity-wise. This one is not one of them. I actually need to hit up Finello's BSB because the whole point of this team and a weird gimmick that they are doing is that they're all using BSBs and that is their source of haste. There's the weirdly potent heal. I remembered one of her moves, which is like, wow, it's a pretty good heal for what it's worth. I'm trying to stay aggressive on this boss because I'm trying to get as much out of the time that I have with the biggie as I can get. Alright, this should help survive any gravity. Hopefully. Or it's fine. Bart sure has only at most double casted this encounter. Would adore anything more than a double cast. Ah, and there you go. The pain has worn off. The big buff is gone. But we're gonna have just enough time. Ooh, maybe. Actually, Faithful Companion is here to save me. Make sure no bullshit happens. Ooh. There are the frames. But on a whole, if you have the healing to keep up with him, the boss is fairly painless. Okay. So for this one, I've actually on the fly decided that I'm going to turn ways the party a bit. I had confidence in this setup, and then the more and more I think about it, it could be better. So, just gonna adjust it slightly. The best part is I really don't have to go digging too hard for the equipment because everything pierces. Let's swap those. Yeah. Somebody honking outside. Well, I guess you're wearing a katana. There we go. Very slight adjustment that I do think will work better. Weird, bringing a chain will probably work better. Who would have thought? No, I just had a thought about something I need to check. Yeah, it's going to be fine for now. Okay. So, really what this boils down to is how well does this party deal with everything. And we're going to start off doing our big moves. I don't even know if I'm going to do Bug Bloodlust on this team. I don't know if Zidane really needs it. We'll see. We'll just get, hit the ground running. You hold off, you're just going to debuff. We actually want to save Selfie's instant heals for when he does the big party-wide, well, everything. And when Zach's turn comes around, we hit the pain buff, and we go to town. Having the one artifact also does do wonders for this. Also, you know, that doesn't hurt. Yeah, front line is going to be going very fast. Well. Huh. That's reactable. Gravity base bosses are not really fun, but they insist on making them. Actually, maybe one of the things that I should have done is equip gravity-based accessories. Hold up. I kind of just went into this being with the mindset of, oh, of course the boss just ignores gravity-based accessories because that's what every boss does. But then noted that it doesn't say that every one of his attacks ignores, you know, shenanigans, so less shenanigans. The stats on the right won't be 100% accurate, but whatever. There we go. I also forgot move 2 of this setup, which was this. Oh wait, never mind. That's right. I specifically brought stuff because I didn't do that. So never mind. This boss has a gimmick. This boss sure is maybe the strongest description I can give it. There's no haste on this team. I was like, something else is off about this team. The boss feels like it's entirely too fast, and then I realized that there's no haste on this team, and that actually I'm the one who's bad at video games. Ugh. So stupid. Can you tell I put these parties together maybe a little late last night? Okay. There. The adjustment has been made. Also, you know, for research purposes, it does appear that, hey, guess what? You'll love to see it. KO resist is worthless in this fight. It does. Fuck all. All his attacks are listed as auto hit. Heaven forbid. Well, the factor is, am I going to be able to get a haste off and then keep up with healing? It might just be that we have to hold the first turn with Selfie in order to do a USB. No, we're good. Oh, weird. When you have a buff, the game is immediately more reasonable. Okay, that's actually going to be fine. Keep going. Hold position. Yes. Ripping Blast. Acknowledged. Yep, I sure am fighting entirely gravity. It sure is an ass of a fight. Damn it. Alright, Selfie's gonna have to USB. I just don't trust people not to die. Yep, I'm happy I did that. They would not have gotten the thing off fast enough. You keep getting things off fast enough, though. You'll love to see it. Alright, pain buff will be wearing off pretty soon right here, but it will probably, you know, it did work. It got there. And let's just, you know. Actually, pain buff is still up. What if we had Last Stand and re-raised? What if we were in fact impossible to kill? Alright, now I think pain has worn off. Yes. Bards, do an anything cast. It could be double, triple, quad. I'm not picky. Come on, Barts. Oh, we're nice. So again, even in the 400 difficulty version, all of the difficulty stems from, can you handle gravity? If you can stem the tide of gravity, you are fine. And unfortunate, but so is the way of life when I do these this way. V Prisoner won't be joining us for banner review. But that's fine, because I can do it fairly quickly on my own, though I won't have the exact descriptions for a lot of these moves. Which, that is the unfortunate thing. But either way. And maybe I have some smart people in chat that do know. I could always probably Google these real fast, so let me open up a window on the side here. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so first up, limit chain, or limit break for Rem. 5 big magical hits. It's a limit break, you know. It's Arcane Plus. Alright, Sync for Ace. 15 magic fire non-elemental, temporarily grant the user empowered infusion fire, major. Grant the user multiple reflections, up to 2 stacks. Grant the user mirror image. If the user has mirror image, cause sync abilities used by the user reduce the user's ATB charge time once. So I guess it's probably instant next turn. Second one is instantly reduce the delay of the user's actions for 2 turns. Grant 2 stacks of mirror image. Not instant, but much faster. Okay. Deal 6 magic fire. Deal more damage if the user has mirror image. So they turned Ace into a ninja, but what uses magic. And obviously they both cycle with fire abilities. You can use this with either, you know, Chain Blizzaja or Dark Ifrit. Or whatever, really. Did I say Blizzaja? Fire-aja. My brain, sometimes. Lord. And really, it's if you lose your mirror images, you want to hit the ability too. What you might want to hit the ability too anyway, because it does make these turns instant. Or this is instant. Instantly reduces the delay of the user's actions. So you hit this. This is an instant cast. It doesn't do anything. It's not an attack. It just does that. Reduces the delay and gives 2 stacks. So maybe you do want to wait and cycle this when you actually lose your mirror images. It's hard to say. This would require some experimentation, but I think, in my opinion, you would just cycle Command 1. Ooh, that's a better, yeah, even smarter thing. For Retractor in the chat says, running slot 2 with Dark Ifrit is an instant rage breaker for a lot of things. Which is smart, yeah. Because summons hit harder. Awakening for Tread. 15 ranged physical fire, ice, water, non-elemental to 1 target. Temporarily grant Awoken Archer mode. Try elemental mode. Plus sharpshooter abilities used by the user to trigger a follow-up, fire shield, freeze arrow, or arrow shot, depending on the element used. No double cast, but reduced delay, and try element mode is probably a switch draw. Here we go. I found the original Japanese thread. Maybe? In hindsight, that is an idea for doing this. One moment. Relics. Type 0. Trey's Chasers. Physical, shooter, 2 single, fire, ice, water, range, add effect based on element, triggered by shooter. Fire, party DR 40% 1. Damage reduction 40%. Ice. Party buff ice after 2 uses. Water. Imperil water 1 after 2 uses. If using Trinity Bombshell, you only get a chaser for the active element, not all 3. So there you go. Damage reduction on the fire, party buff on the ice, imperil on the water. Slot him into the party as you see fit. That's some pretty solid utility across the board. And also, you know, switch draw is a nice thing to say. Laser Lance. 15, jump, wind, non-elemental, grant all allies a barrier that reduces damage. Man, can I just say, by the way, I stopped dropping frames, knocking on wood. And as soon as I stop dropping frames, I feel like way smoother because that's not happening in the background. Anyway, 15, jump, wind, non-elemental to 1 enemy, grant all allies a barrier that reduces damage. Reduces the damage of 1 attack a moderate amount. Temporarily infuse the user with the power of wind. Temporarily grant awakening wind mode. Enter rugged bond mode. And this is double cast wind on the awakening. Rowdy Friend was the original thing. Physical Dragoon, 2 single wind non-elemental jump, imperil 1. Party damage reduction 1, triggered by self damage reduction removal. Can only trigger thrice. Wait, how's it trigger? Oh, because he then gives the entire party a damage reduction. Alright, neat, dope. Okay, so yeah, he does a 40% party-wide damage reduction if his damage reduction is removed. And damage reduction is... it's reduced damage. It's not HP. It's not Stone Skin. So yeah, if his damage reduction is hit and removed, he casts another party-wide 1, imperils wind 1, and is a 2-hit attack. That's pretty alright. Yeah, there's not really much more to say about it. It's a pretty good DPS awakening, and that damage reduction bonus and the imperiling is kind of what 9 wants to do. 9 is an imperiler for the most part. So yeah, powerful. Jack. 15 physical fire, non-elemental, temporarily infused with the power of fire. Enter Awoken Samurai mode. Deal damage to 99% of the current HP. Grant the user negate damage barrier 100% and enter Unmatched Fury mode. This is double cast Samurai mode. And what is go to Unmatched Fury? Originally called Unrivaled Slash. Wild Stone Skin, augment critical damage. Chase physical Samurai 6 single fire crit 25%, self-stone skin 100%, triggered by second fire. So if you are under stone skin, you have increased critical damage, and you have a chaser after every second fire attack that gives you another 100% stone skin. As long as you can keep that stone skin, he never drops the stone skin. It should be noted that this 99% hit to himself would trigger his super mode, because he has one of those. So there's utilization right there. It's a free super mode for you. Wild card. 15 magic fire, non-elemental, temporarily infuse users with power fire, temporarily grant awoken fire mode, cause users black magic and summoning abilities to trigger a follow-up blind stud. Affected by the ability you use. It's probably a chaser on black magic. Chaser black magic self-cast speed times 2.2. And summon is self-buff fire 1, which 2 hits as well. So, can buff himself or can go fast. Your choice. This banner is a very easy way to buff Ace because it has both his Awakening and his Sync on it. Trey Arcane is a fire, ice, water, 20 small, 1 big. Good for buffing a chain if you have a chain going. Javelin Throw is 3 big, wind for 9 now that he's real. Alright, Firewall for Trey. 10 range, physical, fire, ice, water, non-elemental. 2-1 target, temporarily raise the user's fire, ice, water by 2 levels. Reduce delay of the user's actions, enter Snipe EX mode. Raises attack 30%. And triggers Raining Arrow when the mode ends. Raining Arrow is physical shooter, 10 fire, ice, water, so just a chaser when you recast. Again, good for buffing a chain, which is kind of what Trey likes to do, it seems like. Also an ice bow, which isn't exactly uncommon, but always nice to see. Try Phantanima. Instant remove delay for 2 turns, and enter Tri-Elemental mode, which is just an elemental infusion, is not an empowered. Swift Lancer. Instantly deal jump wind damage to 1 enemy, and grant empowered infusion wind. Oh, sorry, I decided to take a drink. That was a bad idea. Now play grant the user empowered infusion fire and remove delay for 1 turn. So yeah, comparison as it's being brought up in chat. Trey does not get the empowered infusion on the tri-element mode, but he does get 2 instant turns as opposed to an empowered infusion on that, but only 1 turn. There's your trade-off right there. Meanwhile, here's Trey's normal one, which is instant reduced delay for 1 turn and an empowered infusion switch draw. So, if you want that empowered infusion switch draw, it's right there. And then double cast Dragoon for your Dragoon, who is no longer fake. But yeah, there's your banner. It's a strong. Actually, there's a good bit of fire on this, but also it's just a strong Type 0 banner, which banners are becoming less elemental focused unless that realm is elemental focused, and more realm focused as with the introduction of harder realm-based fights. They want you to be pulling for realms. As an aside, outside of fests, I'm probably no longer doing the dollar draws on banners. It's just not worth it money-wise. Whatever. I sometimes once in a while hit something nice, and that's always exciting, but it's also me spending $2 a week, if not more. We're gonna stop doing that. Money is important to people like myself. Anyway, still, strong banner. Rem is here. Rem is here to have a limit. Alright, and then your returning banner, I'm going to make sure the list I have open here has this banner on it. It does not. Can I get a breakdown in this thread? What the fuck is this? This is a relic. Well, unfortunately, they don't do a banner breakdown for the banner 2s. That would have been helpful to have the prisoner here. It's fine. Leans in. I'm sure Chad has me covered. Anyway. Wyvern's Whistle. Produce. Communal Harmony. Instantly restore a large amount of HP to all allies. Restore. KO and restore a very large amount of HP to them as well. Last Stand. Haste. Enter Woken Soother mode. Woken Soother is white magic and bard based with reduced delay and a chaser for a barrier of 15 or 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 stone skin. Which is fun. I'm starting to actually find that these shields, I was using Lena for the Torment, and frankly, It's hilarious how much an HP shield or a stone skin can just keep your party up. Lena dances and nobody ever takes damage. Dynamite Arrow, 15 range, physical, fire, ice, water, non-elemental to one target, temporarily set the user's crit hit chance to 100%, grant Awoken Sharpshooter mode, cause every second sharpshooter ability used by the user to trigger a follow-up concentrate type 0. Somebody can look up what concentrate does for me. It is a base sharpshooter thing. Actually, I'll see if I can't find this information myself. Ah, thank you. Grants critical damage plus 50% for one turn and instant cast. Neat. So he just goes fast for one turn and hits very hard. I can get behind that. Oh, right, there's no an element on that. It's an old awakening. Sice. 15 physical dark, non-elemental. Temporarily infuse used with the power of dark. Move delay the user's actions for 2 turns. Enter Awoken Darkness mode. And set Brave level to 2. Still double cast on darkness abilities. And then it is a... So at base 1, it sets the crit hit chance to 100%. We'll get back to that in a moment. Just a big hit for 1. It's a big hit for 2. That raises the dark level all allies by 1. Big hit for 3, raises dark allies by 1, reduce the delay of the user's actions for 1 turn. So this crit hit is because you will double cast due to the way that the awakening works. So you'll do this one, and then you'll do the 0, which sets your crit hit chance to 100%. A neat little combo move that it does. Sadistic Spikes. Deal 15 magic ice, non-elemental, temporarily infuse used with their power of ice. Enter Awoken Ice mode. Cause every second abilities used by the user to trigger a follow-up Chilling Lash. Ice abilities double cast and Chilling Lash. I'm gonna guess is an Imperil because I feel like that was her thing. Imperil 10% and defense resistance crush. And a Dispel. Wow. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, I can get behind that. Seven's always been more of a supporty Ice Mage, but hell, that Dispel is extremely real for a lot of Magicite. Platinum Piccolo. Instantly restore a large amount of HP to all allies, grant them major regen, reduce the delay of their actions for 2 turns, temporarily cause the user's White Magic and Bard ability to trigger a follow-up Cure Melody, restoring a small amount of HP to all allies. Which is what it says. It's a pretty good entrance, major regen, reduced delay, and Medica Chasers. Ten Magic Fire non-elemental, temporarily infuse users with power of fire, and temporarily increase the damage to the user's black magic abilities and give them top card. Forget what this one is, but I feel like it's like a weird chaser mode. Ace top card. FF Arcade. Oh, this is the Cycle Chaser. Hold up, I just got the banner right here. On the first... Yes, here we go. On the first hit, after Black Magic ability is used, chases with Focus, Charge, and Burst. Status ends when Burst is used. I'm reading the Japanese thing, by the way, so some of these may be different. Focus is 2 fire hits, Quick Cast 2. Charge is 2 fire hits, heal allies in the same row for 1,500. Burst is 8 fire hits. So, go fast, go heal, and then go damage. It's neat. It's an oldie, but, you know, I can get behind it. It's better than the first USB. Here's the Realm Chain for Ace. You know it, you love it. It's Realm Chain, baby. Those are realer now. But anyway, moving on. Sai says, temporarily grant Power Infusion Dark and remove delay from user's actions. It's fine. Instantly grant the user Power Infusion Fire and reduce delay of their actions for 2 turns for Ace. Which is also fun. Cast Dispel on all enemies and grant Empowered Infusing Ice. Reduce the delay of the user's actions for 1 turn. So an instant Dispel, and especially an AoE one, isn't the worst. That can work in some scenarios. It's just finding those scenarios can be a little difficult. Medica Chaser on white magic abilities. Reduce. I wish I had that. Small chance for fire abilities to deal... Small chance for fire abilities to deal 3 magic, fire, non-elemental, and heal an ally for 1,500. Alright, yeah. I love these, like, weird heal chasers. And seeing ones that are actually on... Actually, I think Ingus's is on attack. But anyway. These chasers are always really fun and can be pretty clutch. More physical damage when a bow is equipped. Makes sense. He's a damage dealer. And small chance for ice abilities to trigger twice. It's one of those things that you always wish is on dive, but it is nice to actually see handed out to a character finally. All in all, it's fine. It's a weirdly mixed banner as well because Type 0 continues to be that weirdly mixed realm. There's a good bit of ice on here. There's fire, there's dark. There's physical, there's magic. Take your pick. It's all over the place. But it's all very solid tech that synergizes well on the characters that it's on. And it is a 2 5-star or higher on your 11 draw. So if you're looking to buff your realm and you don't have a lot on it, you can't go wrong here. Anywho, let's do the needful. We apparently already had a Type 0 event, so I'm just going to spend a ticket. Realms I am missing that I have done the realm pull on. 3, 8, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15. It does feel like it's been a bit since we've had some of those realms, and some of them have been a bit longer, but soon 14 will occur. Hello? Oh, wow. Actually, that's not the worst. If I'm being real, that one's not the worst. There are worse LMRs. There's worse LMRs out of 10 that I could get. Anywho, I have to go spend potions. Spend your potions.